Hey everybody, and welcome to Leia's Lair. In this episode, I have prepared a quiz to determine which lightsaber hilt style you would have. If you're enjoying the videos, please give them a like, share, and subscribe to the channel so I can continue making them for you. Before we begin, grab a pen and paper or something to keep track of your answers and scores. After each question, select a response that aligns with how you choose to be in the Star Wars universe. It will then reveal how many points each response is worth. Add that number to your tally. At the end, we will add up all the points from the questions to determine which hilt style you got. Alright, let's begin. Question 1. You're walking through a dicey area when your clumsy companion bumps into a dangerous thug. Do you A. Persuade the thug with the Jedi mind trick to leave your companion alone. B. Yell at your companion for his clumsiness. C. Hide and pretend you don't know your companion. D. Ignore the situation. Defend your companion if necessary. E. Try to reason with the thug. You will do what you must. F. Get rid of both your companion and the thug. They are just a nuisance. G. Start a fight with the thug. No one messes with you or your companion. Question 2. You are a prisoner and a vicious animal has been set loose to kill you. Do you A. Take cover and wait for the situation to resolve itself. B. Think up an escape plan. Execute it precisely. C. Go into a blind rage. Strike down anything that is in your way to the exit. D. Defend yourself at all costs. Your life is in danger. E. Kill the animal and the one who imprisoned you. They should not have been so foolish. F. Cut off the animal's legs. It should suffer for trying to hurt you. G. Use the animal control ability to make them an ally and escape the situation. Question 3. During a battle with your opponent, your companion's lives are threatened. Do you A. Destroy the threat to your companions with your lightsaber. You should not worry about your opponent at this moment. B. Ignore the threat to your companions. Now is your chance to defeat your opponent. C. Distract your opponent and flee with your companions. Their lives are more important. D. Use the Force to save your companions' lives. You let your opponent get away. E. Save your companions' lives at all costs. Sacrifice yourself if you must. F. Sacrifice your companions. It was always part of your plan to win the battle. G. Attempt to save your companions and battle your opponent. You can handle both, right? Question 4. You have a Force vision of someone you love dying. Do you A. Seek advice from the Jedi Council. They'll know what's best. B. Ignore it. Tell no one about it in hopes that it doesn't come true. C. Abandon your duties and run away with your loved one. This is the only way to save them. D. Tell your loved one about the vision. Maybe they can help. E. Do nothing. Let the future unfold as it will. F. Kill younglings in hopes of gaining dark-sided abilities to save your loved one. G. Hope the vision comes true. This could be the key to unlocking your full potential. Question 5. You learn your apprentice, whom you love as a brother, has fallen to the dark side. Do you A. Meditate on this matter and hope an appropriate solution presents itself. B. Take the high ground. C. Go on with your life and pretend you never knew him. D. Join him. You hear the dark side has cookies. E. Try to persuade him back to the light. Destroy him if he doesn't. F. Destroy him and everyone he loves. They will only cause problems later. G. Cut off his limbs and let him burn in lava. How could he do this to you? Question 6. You find a droid that needs your help delivering a message.
What's this?
He says that he is the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi, a resident of these parts, and it's a private message for him.
Do you A. Ignore the message. You don't need to create any more problems than you already have. B. Agree to help the droid. He will not be able to deliver the message without you. C. Hand over the droid to the authorities. They will know what to do. D. Help the droid to where he needs to go. but you do it anonymously. Never can be too careful. E. Deliver the droid, but demand payment upon completion. F. Destroy him. Hopefully nothing bad happens to your family later on. G. Wipe the droid's memory. It could be some sort of trap. Question 7. Your family gets brutally murdered by the Empire because of your new droids. Do you A. Devise a plan to stop the Empire. Their tyranny ends now. B. Mourn them, do not. Miss them, do not. Attachment leads to jealousy. C. Take it out on the droids and destroy them. It's all their fault. D. Go into hiding. Your droids must be quite valuable if the Empire is willing to kill for them. E. Prepare to defend yourself. They'll soon be back and in greater numbers. F. Find out whoever did this to them and end them at all costs. G. Use your aggressive feelings. Let the hate flow through you. Act according to your hate. Question 8. Jabba the Hutt has taken your friends prisoner.
I must be allowed to see.
Do you A. Wave your hand and tell him to bring your friends to you. B. Send in your comrades to gain intel and provide you with backup before you confront him. C. Try to sneak in after and rescue your friends unnoticed. D. Try to reason with him. He can either profit by this or be destroyed. E. Show him your lightsaber. That's the last mistake he'll ever make. F. Send in those droids that got your family murdered in the last question. It's a gift to help the release of your friends. G. Threaten him with a force choke so he releases your friends. Question 9. Which character do you look up to? A. Kylo Ren. B. Ezra Bridger. C. Yoda. D. Darth Maul. E. Count Dooku. F. The Grand Inquisitor. G. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Question 10. What color would your lightsaber be? A. Red. B. Blue. C. Yellow. D. Black. E. Purple. F. White. G. Green. Alright, that was the last question. Good job on finishing the quiz. Now just add up all the points from the questions and we'll find out which lightsaber hilt style you would have in the Star Wars universe. Between 10 and 17, you got the lightsaber pistol. This type of lightsaber was a single-bladed lightsaber with an attachment that allowed it to also work as a blaster. Its design would help an individual to conceal their force sensitivity. Users of the lightsaber pistol were typically more secretive. Ideally, they prefer to refrain from confrontation altogether. However, if that is unavoidable, users of this style of lightsaber prefer to deal with it in passive ways. Between 18 and 25, you got the shoto-style lightsaber. These lightsabers were a variation of the single-bladed sabers with shorter blades and hilts, typically used for a secondary weapon or a main weapon for wielders of shorter stature. Users of this style of saber would typically prefer to avoid combat unless necessary and would instead utilize force powers to resolve the situation. For this reason, users of the shoto-style saber were often highly skilled in force abilities. Between 26 and 34, you got the curved-hilt lightsaber. This lightsaber was similar to that of a standard single blade, except it would feature a curve in the hilt. Users prefer to use one-handed fighting styles, and the shape of this style helped them to grasp the saber better. It would also allow for greater accuracy and finesse during combat. Users are often calm and do not look for fights. However, when they do engage in combat, they show great control over the situation. Between 35 and 45, you got the standard single-bladed lightsaber. The most common lightsaber variation, it's the typical hilt style of the Jedi and the Sith. Users of this style prefer a more traditional, direct way of completing tasks, and they don't shy away from confrontations. They like to think before they act, and that's why some of the strongest Jedi and Sith known in the universe use a standard single-bladed lightsaber. Between 46 and 54, you got the crossguard lightsaber. This three-blade design included a standard blade with two perpendicular shorter blades that would act as vents. Users of this style of the saber often craved more power and would use manipulated crystals to help gain it. When confronted with the situation, their emotions typically fueled their actions, therefore they are usually regarded as unpredictable. Between 55 and 62, you got the double-bladed lightsaber. This lightsaber was an extra long hilt with a blade on each end and could often be split into two separate lightsabers from the center. The double-bladed lightsaber primarily allowed for a faster rate of attack, being able to unleash a rapid assault with minimum movement. Users of this weapon liked confrontation and were often more interested in combat. Therefore, they would rather ignite their lightsaber than use the Force. Between 63 and 70, you got the double-bladed spinning lightsaber. This lightsaber design was similar to the double-bladed lightsaber, except it had a shorter hilt that was surrounded by a circular rim that could spin the blades along a track. Users of this lightsaber style were typically quite aggressive in nature, as such a modification was used mainly for intimidation. Users of this lightsaber are thought to be highly trained in combat, as mastering this hilt was not easy. And there you have it. Hope you had fun completing the quiz. So which lightsaber hilt style did you get? Let me know down below in the comments section. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos to come. I hope to see you all again in Leia's Lair.